In this video, we're going to talk about how to tell if your ex is thinking about you. But first, my name is Clay with modernlove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not, because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me, do me a favor by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're so inclined, think about hitting that subscribe button down below the video as well too, especially if you're new here. Also, I wanted to let you know that we do have our course called the X Solution Program. It kind of takes you through the whole journey of getting back together with your ex, handling all of the common pitfalls and challenges that I have observed people making in the process of getting back together with their ex, since I've been doing this since 2009. And I can tell you from a lot of personal experience working with people that if you start to use the advanced relational skills specifically that we talk about in this course, your ex will probably be thinking about you a lot more than they might already be right now. But with that being said, you can go ahead and check it out, sign up if it's the right thing for you. You can find the link for that down in the description box below this video. But with that being said, let's talk about how you can tell if your ex is thinking about you. So one of the ways that you can tell if your ex is thinking about you is if they're, kind of like reminiscing about periods of time in the past that maybe they were together with you that sort of overlapped with the time that you were together. So they're not directly saying like, oh yeah, it was so great when I was with so-and-so. I mean, like, obviously that is a sign that they are thinking about you. But if they're talking about like, oh yeah, I remember that one summer when we took a road trip down to LA or something like that, like, and they were taking that road trip with you, that's like really a sign that they're thinking about you, okay? So they're like reminiscing about a period of their life in which they overlapped that period of time with the two of you being together, or somehow significantly related to something that the two of you shared, some sort of memory, some sort of significant thing, like maybe when the two of you met each other or something like that, right? And they can be doing this either, directly with you, or even just like on social media or something like that. They're like going back through old photos or something, and they're posting something, and they're like, oh yeah, I remember this thing happened like 3 years ago today or something like that. Just that's one way you can know that they're thinking about you. Another thing is if they bring up the past in really a positive or even negative way, with you, so the two of you are talking, and just sort of like as a non sequitur, they're just kind of like interjecting memories of the past or memories of the time that the two of you shared together. And it's not really coming from you kind of, prodding them with your elbow or anything like that. It's just sort of like, I always like that about you, or that's one thing that's one reason why the two of us never worked. You always do this or something like that. This is just a way that you can tell if you're on their mind and if they are thinking about you, and if you just sort of are kind of popping up into their awareness when you don't need to be, basically. The third way that you can tell if your ex is thinking about you is if they start talking about a future and they make it clear that they either, want to have you in it, or that they maybe don't want to have you in it, okay? Now, obviously, if they are talking about a future, like, oh yeah, when this whole situation blows over, I think that it'd be great if we went and visited the coast and did these nice things together, or we went and, I don't know, tried something fun together, went to a winery or something. Obviously that is a sign that they're thinking about you. But even if they're taking the opposite side of that conversation and they're like, I don't think that we should spend time together anymore. I mean, like, obviously there's some repair work that needs to be done in there, but it shows that they are thinking about you, okay? And so that is definitely something to keep in mind. That's definitely some indication that you are on their mind and that they are thinking of you, okay? So again, we're kind of painting a picture beneath the surface and saying like, okay, if they were thinking about you, what are some things that they might be doing? And this is what we're talking about in this video, things that they might be doing if they were thinking about you, based off of that underlying cause of, okay, you're on their mind. What are some things that they might be compelled to do? Okay. Before we go on though, I want to let you know that we do have a video playlist on signs that your ex wants you back or signs that they do not want you back. You may want to check that out up there in the video card there if that's something that you're interested in. But with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on with our video here. Let's see, the fourth thing is that they keep things around that are clearly linked to you. So again, maybe that's some sort of souvenir or a gift or something like that. Maybe it's even, songs. Maybe they listen to songs that, maybe you introduced them to that band or that artist, or maybe that song is somehow linked to a certain time in your life together. Again, maybe it's like one of those road trip songs from that hypothetical road trip to LA that you took with your ex. But these are things that they are kind of, emotionally attached to, and they're kind of resurfacing those or keeping them in their vicinity or experiential circle to kind of keep that emotional bond present with them. And this is especially true for non-essential things. like a little souvenir that the two of you picked up is probably not an essential thing, versus something that might be really critical, I don't know what a critical thing would be, but something that's really important, I don't know, maybe a blender or something like that. If the blender somehow is associated with you, maybe you bought it for them for some reason, that's one thing. But if it's something that's non-practical, if it's just some nice photos from the past, some songs that we used to listen to, some souvenir from a trip that we went on, a gift that I got you that's just for your own personal enjoyment, it's not, to help facilitate the practical realities of your life, then that really shows that you are still in their mind, that they're still keeping you in their sort of circle of awareness, circle of thoughts, okay? And lastly, a way that you can tell if they are thinking about you is if they do things that were introduced to them by you. Again, this includes some of the things we talked about before, if you introduce them to a certain band or musical artist and they're listening to that sort of music, okay, sure, that shows that they're probably thinking about you, especially if there's an intense memory associated with that, and it's not just oh yeah, here's some songs I like, but it's oh yeah, this is the song we listened to together when we first kissed, or something like that. Obviously, that shows that they are thinking about you when they're playing that song, most likely. But also other things too, if they were never really into graphic novels before they met you, and then you kind of introduced them to that world, and now they're kind of into a certain graphic novel or something like that, then that just shows that they are thinking about you, and that they're kind of still associating that graphic novel thing with you, most likely, and that they're kind of experiencing being close to you through the act of indulging in that thing, whether it's a graphic novel, whether it's a certain type of music, whether it's a certain video game or genre of TV show that maybe they're watching on Netflix or something. These are just little things that showcase that they might be thinking about you and that they're keeping you in their thoughts. Okay, so once again, just to recap at least what we've talked about in this video, by no means an extensive list, but they're reminiscing about times in their life that may have overlapped with when they were together with you. 2, they are bringing up either positive or negative experiences from the past with you, about you, the relationship, your dynamic together, when they don't need to. They're just kind of inserting it into the conversation when it doesn't necessarily need to be there. They also talk about a future with you in it or without you in it, especially when it's not brought up specifically, when they are going out and bringing it up themselves and you're not bringing it up specifically into the conversation. We also have when they are keeping things around themselves that are clearly linked to you, especially in non-practical ways. And then, of course, the last one that we're going over is that they are doing things that were introduced to them by you, such as, reading graphic novels, a certain genre of book or music or TV show or something like that, or anything else that they may have been introduced to by you. You kind of let them into your world, and they kind of kept a little piece of that world with them. So anyway, those are some ways that you can tell if your ex is thinking about you. Once again, if you want to take what we've talked about in this video and kind of amp it up, you can do that with the advanced relational skills that we talk about inside of our course called the X Solution Program. You can learn more about that in the link below this video. You can just click on it and read more. If it sounds like a good fit for you, feel free to sign up. Otherwise, no worries. But thank you for watching this video. If you like what we're doing, help me out, give this video a thumbs up or maybe even a thumbs down, whatever. All interactions help. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you are interested in learning more about signs that your ex wants you back, you might want to check out this video playlist over here, or you might want to check out this video over here as well too. But thank you so much. My name is Clay, and I'll talk to you next time.